You are welcome once again. Today I'm here with Gan Adangbe, dancehall artist of the not just the Gan Adangbe, but about the dancehall reggae music in Ghana. There is no way of it me episode of film. In fact, me dem penny nyumpa, we releasing nyumbe 3 different songs in recent time. Ade bia me ka say me pesa nyum no. Episode, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, boss.
Well, mpacho would din ankasa the same.
Your friend Theophilus ni ade O2.
Okay. Theophilus ni ade O2. Ni de me so me ye ni okan ono ye ni ade. And my cousin, your friend, my cousin, so ni ade nti. Met me predict baby I will free in Accra, but then metwa ma will free in Accra.
I think it's O2 blow home.
O2
blow home, yeah.
Okay, O2 blow.
Yeah.
Nti, I'm sure said the whole gang community, in fact, we are proud of you. They will celebrate you, your energy. Nyuma we lyrics. Me, when it comes to music, I like lyrics. I pay attention to lyrics. So that is why I like most of your songs. So, so far so good. How many years now our music industry?
I can say, just like everybody says, yeah, we're meaning music. Growing up, I've always been around music because my mom is a musician. But I would say professionally, it started for me from 2011 when I won the Ghana Dancehall King competition, which Stoneboy won the maiden edition, and then the second edition I won it. So after that, now I decided to take it really serious.
Okay, so professionally, you are about 10 years. You are entering into 10 years.
Yeah.
And so far so good. How do you see the music industry?
I think it's been better from way back. Specifically, if I have to talk for my dance or reggae dancehall people, first, no, yeah, dancehall show and reggae show. The artists who are performing after that, you have to come and stand in the crowd to cheer the next artist. That was how serious it was. You would go to a dancehall show and everybody there is an artist, you know. So, but I think 5 years now, it has really changed where you can't do a show in Ghana without a dancehall artist or a reggae artist.
Okay.
We and Tessa, because then we were always sidelined, or I think it wasn't the turn for Ghanaians to pay attention to reggae dance or into the piano shows and I'm ghetto. But I'm very proud say during my generation we've been able to transform it where dancehall one artist can actually play in the stadiums and then the conference centers and all of that.
Okay, now, but what is your view about the Nkwafota when it comes to reggae dancehall there? You're backing it up with violence, like basa nyama.
I think no dear, I would support it and I will not support it. It's just because every kind of genre has a culture that moves with it. Now, where the original genre is coming from, which is Jamaica. Before dancehall, they had reggae, and that was in the 1960s. And before reggae, there was a genre like ska and rocksteady. Now, dancehall started from the ghetto, from where people didn't have the voice to speak. So then it was always about speaking for themselves, standing up for themselves and all of that. And Oshe, the dancehall culture itself, there's one thing in dancehall, like a friend is think. That is like the battle that we say, win a beef. What happens is from the, I think, late 80s, they started something called Stink, where they match 2 artists on stage to perform lyrically, and then after that, and that's what really makes dancehall exciting. Into the violence part, I know, say because the Jamaicans are always like with the drive-bys, the killings and all of that, like that's what happens day to day in Jamaica. Okay. So they intend to put it in their music. Okay. You know what I mean? So, but physically, and I always say this, you can't take clash out of dancehall. But then the problem is we take it personal. We artists from this side take it personal. And then at the end of the day, the fans suffer. But I don't know, they do it business-wise. You get what I mean? Yeah. So it's good and then it's not also good.
When the artists be what beef no? And as our supporters ni any dancehall artist was
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. I don't have any beef with any artist. But me say me never vegetarian. So the beef anybody I bury.
When you're vegetarian, the beef anybody I bury.
Fast.
But so far we no be
No.
Okay, now what is your view about recent one they see? Shatawale Stoneboy beef they see?
I think we can all be witness to it now as a industry now a dog akra. Because with their beef and then their differences, no, you would always say the industry was always exciting because of what was going on.
Okay, so are you trying
But
to say
then,
that with Shatawale, as because Shatawale na e odeba, from Shatawale and na as a wejai kakra na ama industry no from kakra.
it's the industry is still moving. Like you are getting artists to release songs and all of that. But I won't say that kind of vibe was always there that you want to know what is happening next and all of that. But ever since we had this peace thing between them, I cut down kakra.
So you think say the peace between Shatta and Stone no and Shatta and Boy industry?
No and yes. No, because two artists who are dancehall artists and they need that kind of vibe. And trust me, that was what was really selling both of them. Maybe not internationally, but in Enompono, you would have when these vibes come up or when these fights and things come up. Internationally, it's on the internet, so people would actually tap into it and then know what is going on, and then it's also boosting their fan base. You get what I mean? Now that is not happening. As a Ubi solo project, but you can be a witness. Ever since they are dropping their songs, but the fans are not really taking it like exactly. Whoa.
And say Yamasa Diana and Babaka, do you think it could a bit me a kill career in a way?
I can't really predict that because won't say every artist have got their direction. Stoneboy is moving his own direction. Whistle movie. So, and I was thinking, say, the reason why I would say maybe it might not work. It might not work. And Nyo Moshe, because like after that, Wale has been able to work with Beyonce, which is a big thing for reggae and dance or what you say. So it's there. It just spice up the industry. My industry no more yet there. You get what I mean? Yeah.
I didn't think idea my industry near then who say we be.
And I'm a kind of maybe saying in there, maybe people or any artists know my strength. That I started as a clashing artist, as a battle artist. That is why how come I was the youngest among all the people who contested 2011 for Dancehall King, and I won it. In Tibia, I'll be almost suru. Say,
almost the beef never.
Say they are ready.
Why ready for the beef never?
Yeah, like very very ready. You get what I mean? But yeah, will be if it comes and it makes sense to me, and I feel like okay, so I need to tap into this to boost my fan base. Why not?
Okay, now say, Oshe the dancehall reggae fraternity, no, who your favorite?
Yeah, I think every artist there is my favorite.
Like
yes, I actually the sad part is I actually listen to the underground artists more than the big artists. The reason is minimum. I know what Stone is capable of doing. I know what Wale is capable of. I big up Samini, who's like a godfather. I know what he's capable of doing, and Jupiter as well, and the rest of them. So, but then if you hear some young dancer artists like, yeah, like where is this guy from?
This one.
You get me? So yeah, I pay more attention to the younger ones than the big ones. Big up all the dancer artists, but we know them. We know exactly. I'm not the kind of artist that you'll be amazed. Per se, I don't really listen to reggae and dance or like when I'm home, because then I want to broaden my scope. I want to actually be the kind of artist who can touch on every kind of genre. What I say, because my people, I know them, I know what they can do. In terms of releasing you, it wouldn't be like me spending my time to listen to it. I just heard, oh, okay, we're releasing you, and it's amazing. Sometimes I go somewhere and they play some Shatawale or some Stoneboy song, I go like, who is on this? Stoneboy. Oh, when you release them, I don't even know. You get me? It's just because I pay attention to different genres. My favorite genre of all time is R&B. No, not R&B. No, it's country music.
Country music.
Yes.
Okay, now what is new with episode?
Wahala Day. Wahala Day is like the new thing happening to me now. When you're talking about like records that I have to drop, Wahala Day has been amazing since I dropped it. It's just been like a week old, and trust me, like it's been crazy. Aside that, if we have to talk about shows, I have to go to Kenya to play Conscience in Kenya. We're doing a South African tour, a Nigerian tour, and then I think Kenyan tour. Yeah.
Wana.
Japutahan is my label in Trinidad, and they actually put me on all these bookings for these international shows. In Zoshemi, like a year now, and then the kind of direction I'm going, I actually I'm trying to spread the message around Eastern Africa to Southern Africa. Exactly. So last year, last I think we did Burkina Faso, we did Uganda, we did Zimbabwe, and this year we've done Uganda again. We did Kenya, and then we're going back.
But me read this story be online about wow, say wahala dey. A political party can use it. You know, you say na chroma when it comes to politics. Immediately I'll be call one side. But now, even though will be our favorite, though, now, if you can explain further.
Okay. I want to use this medium to actually explain and make it really, really clear. There was nowhere I said a political party, or I did the song for any political party. My NDC. I didn't do it for MPP, CPP, any political party. I'm saying it again. My song While a Day is not for any political party. Okay. The question I was asked was, what if one party comes in that they want to use the song? And I'm like, this is my intellectual property. Okay. So if you want to use it, you come to me and then we see the way forward. Exactly, because it's work. I'm working. You get me? So as much as I did a song to pass on a message, it's also my work, and that's where I eat from. So if you want to use it, then it's business. Okay. That's what I said.
So to you, whether it is MPP or NDC, you don't care?
I don't care. As much as
the song
explain what I want to really, the message I want to pass across. If these people can make the song get to every year, somebody in Tunkpelibe or where understand that this is what is going on in the industry or in Ghana, then I'm good.
Okay. Now, since we are more interested in the state and now mine, share your view about the economy. How you wish that things will go.
You know, sometimes your fans say, okay, we are playing the shows and all of that, and we don't really want to talk about stuff like this. But I think I'm not the first example. People have done it, and I only want to continue. Well, let's take it from the point of view, say, my sister is one of the Takrady girls. How would I be feeling right now?
You feel bad.
Exactly. You get what I mean? Now, as a musician, I want to push this message across. Any musician that you know that it has been very legit, they've been very legit with you when it comes to your royalties, tell me I'm lying. The systems are not in place. So we, the musicians, are even suffering. You see all the glitter, the glamour, and then all the blinks and everything on TV. But then behind closed doors,
musicians are saying they are not suffering.
It's them, and it be lie. It be lie, boss man. It be lie. You go fit name one musician for Ghana where they own a Lamborghini. You get me? It be lie. It's just because it's a show base. So then you've portrayed some kind of picture or they've painted some kind of image. So you need to maintain it. Okay. But behind closed doors, we know what is going on. We know how things don't go right. Excuse me to say, I spoke to one legend artist, like legend you, somebody who has been in the industry over decades, and he told me that the last time he got his royalties was 600 cedis. Like,
yes, sir.
You get what I mean? Because then I ask myself, if they are playing my song somewhere in Burkina, in Navrungu, what systems are in place to monitor that, okay, this particular station is playing this episode song, so he needs to get paid for it? You get me? There's so many things going on. Now, like example, like with what I said about the hospitals, it's true. Recently, I saw a picture online with in Kolayawo, I'm not even a week old. No, I'm that. Exactly, it's sad. You get me? But then the same money that has to be used for these things, because you might not know. The person lying there, Akolano, is the next president or the next person to invent something for Ghana. But then we waste this money trying to build chambers and build a cathedral. Like, excuse me to say, no disrespect to the current administration, but I feel this cathedral thing to me is not. I'm a Christian, but to me it's not a priority now. You get what I mean? If you're building it for the Christians, what are you building for the Muslims as well? Because in this country we have two different religions and some others. You get what I mean? And then the category. So I know they get. I know they get it. Like, so serious.
Or minor issues in this time around your songs thing about what something around the economy, something about the country.
Mostly because then I'm growing, meaning, and I have a child. So I ask myself, say, few years to come, what kind of legacy am I leaving for my my child.
For the children.
You get what I mean? And then at the end of the day, I don't want to be that kind of artist. 5 years to come, what people can remember is just me doing party songs and all of that. If now we are able to still sing, we are going, heaven knows where we, then I need to be that kind of legendary artist who will be remembered for stuff like this.
Sometimes so it's anything I will nam sa aton. Okay, you just mentioned say oh ba na oh yere.
Yeah, mom. Yeah.
Oh mbahin.
Bako.
Okay,
Yeah. Oba.
Okay, wait, we did be saying.
She's 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. We no more say.
Yeah.
And more support your career.
Definitely. If you hear my baby singing my songs, you'll be amazed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Into apart from Nkrumah where you did, Wala did. Then be on expert.
I've over the years, I think I've done songs like this. One of the first songs that really took me to the international platform is Mandela. Okay. I did a song for Mandela.
It took you where when you say?
South Africa. At a point in time, Krana Lucky Dube's son wanted to do the remix of that song. Okay. Yes, and then I'm proud to say that I've not really said this anywhere before, but I'm a crown prince for Queen Sheba.
Okay.
That's the 7 thrones of the world, the Acadians. And this September I'll be crowned in South Africa for Crown Prince of Cultural Affairs of Ghana. Okay. You get me? And these songs took me to that platform.
So they approached you or what happened?
My record label, that's the CEO of my record label, Marlene, is a crown prince from Trinidad. Okay. So they put my songs across exactly meetings and all of that, and then my songs were put across, and then they fell in love with the songs and then the messages.
Okay, finally we're verifying it. Who say as what?
Yes, as Crown Governor of Cultural Affairs in Africa. So it's not even Ghana.
Okay, so I wanted to know, say, yeah, Crown was then in South Africa.
I'm being crowned as Crown Governor of Cultural Affairs in Africa.
And what would be some of the things I obey, or what would be some of the things that this title Bemau?
Definitely, I'll be able to send the cultural values of Ghana across to South Africa and then to the whole of Africa, because then it's not Enyaminkwa who is coming from Ghana. So I would actually be representing Ghana when it comes to meetings concerning cultural affairs. You get me? So, and then thanks to God, I'm a musician. So then I would also be pushing stuff like this through my music and then my arts.
Exactly. Okay, well, we are more concerned about the industry, more concerned about the country. If it will be war, because we know, say you have music as your body. Maybe probably they don't have the ideas. So what are some of the ideas? It shouldn't just be complaints, solutions.
I think, say, just like I spoke about these things, no, who doesn't know has already been up. Like has woken up to know that these stuff are going on. Now the only thing I would actually, as a musician, the only thing I would say is, I think that we need to get some of these structures in place. Talking from the musical point of view, there should be seminars. Example, the young and upcoming artists can learn some of these things that are really happening. Excuse me to say, you're trying to build a cathedral, but then do we really have a big mausoleum where you say the year of return, where our people will come and then actually get to know the real stories of how they were taken from Africa? I think that should have replaced the cathedral. Big up to Mr. Vegas, who said it in one of his videos. Amazing thing he touched on. Now, just like I said, with the seminars and all of these things, we'll be able to tell the next generation. Trust me, bro. Plenty of the artists where they hear say them are issues with record label and all of that is because of bad management and bad signing of contracts. You get me? So if there are seminars where the youth are taught, okay, if you have this contract, this is the kind of person you have to approach, or this is the way you have to go about it, then I don't think, say, 5 years you would hear any artist having a problem with a record label. You get me? Now, let's all see these things. Digital wise, how much money is the artist making from this side? You hear the songs, you hear the websites upload all the songs. The website play, the DJs play all the songs. The radio station plays it. The TV plays it. But how much is the artist making? It's sad, say, most of the time, or every time we go here, oh, Charlie, our musician view, our veteran, he stopped music and he suffer and he not get money. You see, and it's fear to some of us. So we have to actually help correct these
So
things.
sometimes when you hear say veterans na ni sika ni nyama nyama mo ko yin amo ya na musro.
Yeah, definitely. Me personally, because I ask myself, say, hey, so if I'm in the same field and looking at this person, he has done more than I have done over the years. His songs got to a level where mine hasn't even gotten in half.
So do you think say 10, 20, 40, 50 years and I say that should be, you know, you will see some of the crop of your colleagues and I say be like we're down for funny be complaining.
Yeah, definitely. If we don't have these structures in place from now, it will still be like that. Because I think say there were Sony Records and all of those things and all these distribution companies back then. Ebo Taylor is one of the first artists, Ghanaian artists or African artists who got a big or international record deal. You get what I mean? So that means that on one time in the crowd there was still international distribution agencies. So if we too don't make these systems come in place, it will be like that.
It will be like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to add? Maybe probably there is a question be a man be so far there before. Me who sa was be brewa. Be like I was a hina winya.
Means mean kind. Okay, my awards hasn't really got into 10, but I think it should be around 10. But the nomination.
Songs have you released so far?
Hey, something there. I don't know. I can't count.
More than 20.
I'm more than my
50.
Cry more than because if
100.
more than I think so.
You've released more than 100.
Yeah.
But then if that is the case, then no one releases songs more than any Ghanaian musician.
No. Oh, there was Shatawale said they released 100 songs in a year.
Okay, so should we say you've released like 200 songs?
I can't really count. The reason is once a dance artist.
I'm looking at approximate.
More
than 100.
We do 200. Maybe.
120.
Yeah, I would have to start counting. You know the reason why? Once as a dancehall artist, no, most of the time our songs are rhythms.
Okay.
So producers, maybe I may drop a singles in Drusa, but you would have producers, I'm more produce beat, call you, Charlie, I'm doing this rhythm, put you on. So imagine 5 producers have a rhythm, an episode is on there.
Okay.
It's already 5 songs. And come me personal project. You get me? So if we have to put all those things in place, I think it's a bit.
So far within 9 years, we release more than 100 songs.
Yes, it should be.
Now the thing a woman na bakuna na hit sa. What is the problem? Bakuna a woman na bakwanya massive it. 100 songs. Then we should be saying that every month and I say every year put there also we be 10 hit songs.
Excuse me to say, no disrespect to Shatawale, but on dropping more than that, we just have within a year we just have like 2 or 3 to be like the mega hit song. Every artist is working hard. You get me? Every artist is working hard. And I think say maybe too is the kind of messages I pass across. Cause then, excuse me to say, you would have our people want to jump and dance and
so should we say that majority of the fans don't really like good music?
Oh, we are growing first, then you cry about it. You would have people pay attention to your lyrics and then like
but formally
then they want the blung blinds like that.
Songs. Okay, well maybe probably or any other thing or person fan can question be beside.
I would really want to touch on this Wahala Day thing. I think say it is a song, not my song, it's for everybody, and I feel say everybody needs to actually help change all that is going on with a little advice. Or you can also help, like tell me, because I'm thinking of even doing a part 2 where we'd have to because then there are so many other issues. Ebia, I'm sure. Ebi Kraben it's an album, so we'll have Wahala Day as the album, and then we'll have every song featuring like one artist. I think that will make a lot of sense, and I just got this idea. So
the musicians on board.
What was it? I can't really pitch for every artist. Every artist has got their direction and the kind of brand they are putting across. So it's open. Like I've had 1 or 2 artists who want to like help with this kind of vibe. And I think it has to actually be a campaign where we can all add our voices to it. Big up the likes of A Plus and then the rest who started some of these things before we came on board. And then every media who is supporting like this particular kind of agenda, where not my project, but then any specific project that is helping change 1 or 2 things in the country. I must say like, yo, big up yourself, because it's really hard. You get what I mean? Like You drop it, and me as an artist just doing my thing, thinking that I felt like doing it. Then other people are saying I'm a political party. Then. So it should even tell you what the media is going through when they have to actually stand for stuff like this. So big up all the media. You get me? Yeah.
Okay, well, Eddie Abbey, but my saying who be like a king. Titine na
Yeah.
yeta akun dancehall king. I don't know. Who is your dancehall king, or are you the king?
Oh,
One day dancehall king.
I think say you can't dance talking there. Yeah. Me can say meal.
Dancehall king.
Yeah. Me explain
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
Maybe I'm pensing be a better than another to kwaba.
oh no. Famba. The reason is I'll take it from two sides. One say if you ask me, say me who is the dancehall king, if it is the competition wise, I'll say me. Because then there was a competition in Ghana called Ghana Dancehall King in Queens, where the maiden edition in 2010 Stonebwoy won it. Boom. And at 2011 I won the second edition. And after that there hasn't been any dancehall king and queen competition. Exactly. I still own
the title.
Exactly.
So
But
that's
if
why you have this, or
no, I used actually if you check my line of pictures and then my foot, I actually designed most of the stuff myself. So this was for one of the photo shoots I did for my old album.
so okay, say who design for yourself?
Mm.
That means apart from music, you do.
Yeah, I'm a painter, I'm a graphic artist. I do everything arts. Every artwork you've seen, every art cover, I do it myself. And I've done for so many artists. I don't want to anytime I say it, but I don't think it's
necessary.
yeah, I designed the Shatter Movement logo.
Okay.
Yes, and I've done for so many other artists. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so should we say that commercially? So yeah, the Jiska.
Yeah, I do it. But for some time I don't really do it for people. I do it for myself alone because then, Oyema, a fellow artist or a brother, thinking say, okay, is the kind of vibe you have together. The only thing the person can do, or the best I think the person can do, is just acknowledge the fact, say, one artist did it for you, and that way somebody else would see the recommendation. Now, no, this Ikaba. You get me? But then I noticed there, our brothers, we don't do it for ourselves, so then I have to
So
stop.
even when you help them, you design for musicians, they don't pay.
No.
For people within the creative, they don't pay.
They don't pay. I do it out
They don't
of
also
acknowledge. You get what I mean? And it's quite bad, so I had to stop.
So you are discouraged from doing it.
Yeah, I do it for myself and like people around me, like the people I know that they really need it, family. You get me? Yeah. And back to this the king thing. You see, in dancehall, every artist have got their attributes and I think AKAs.
Okay.
So you would have Jupiter say Jupiter the general.
Okay.
You have Samini say Samini the African dancehall king. You have Shatawale say dancehall king. You have me say episode the very good bad boy. Stonebwoy say the being president or the one god. You get me? So with that, I can't say I'm the dancehall king because Wale is dancehall king. Samini is African dancehall king. You get me? So it's two ways. Based on the question, if it is about the competition, then I can still say, yeah, I'm a dancehall king. But if it's
about title,
then big up Shatawale, he's the dancehall king. Yeah.
but we are a bit confusing.
I know. And I and I like it's like that.
If it is about the job, musically, it is you. But if it is about just
Titles.
who the titles, and they are in there Shatawale.
No, if it is about the competition, then it is me.
No, explain further. Because even me, I'm
Exactly.
confused.
Okay, so Nameka say in 2011 there was a competition in Ghana.
Okay, if it's about that
Competition. If you're talking about the competition,
No, but if it is about reality, they say, "Oh, sure, one day dance, one day king." When it comes,
there's no.
dance,
I don't think there's no king. There's no any physical crown anywhere for us to be fighting about. So it's not.
a crown, but maybe a 2000 and last year. Though Chatta was some artist of the year. One day artist of the year
For dancehall and reggae. Or what are you saying?
Yes.
Can say the highly respected award scheme in Ghana is Ghana Music Awards. So if Ghana Music Award crowns this person as dancehall artist of the year, then he might as well be the dancehall king for that year under review. And I'm saying, last year Stonebwoy won it, right? This year na confusion by, so they took it from everybody, which means that this year we don't have a dancehall king. So then I'll still say that Stonebwoy still has the crown, or he's still the dancehall artist of the year, which is the dancehall king. You get me? But physically, there's no dancehall crown anywhere for us to be fighting about. But we artists would want to take attributes and all of that to add to our name. Excuse me to say, if they say somebody is Okumjata in this modern Ghana, it doesn't mean the person has actually killed a real lion. But Abia, the way he moves and then the way he is, people would say, okay, so this is the kind of person who.
But with explanation, I cannot go for Phyllis. You are finding it so difficult.
No.
To tell whether you are the dancehall king, whether Shatawale or Stoneboy.
I'm not afraid of any of them.
I know you are not, but I'm saying, yes, at the point you said, because Shatawale, I can say, on no dancehall king, a bit me, I can say, or no. Then later I was handed by. Well, you bet me across this average, you know.
No, I want it to go really down well. I want to explain so that people can actually understand.
Yeah, two explanation. I said, but the question is, okay, one air dancehall king.
Based on what? That's my question. Because if you ask me who is the best rapper of the year, or who is the best rapper in Ghana, that's the best rapper in Ghana. I would list like 3 or 4, because then you're looking at artists, some of the artists who are lyrically deep. Others are rapping because of crank and because of the new style.
So you won't give it to one person.
Exactly. So it's based on.
It will be very difficult.
Exactly.
To give it to one
What
person.
I say.
So to you, the Nipa Bakun to me dancehall king in Ghana.
Oh no. To his followers, he is the dancehall king.
No,
to me,
based on explanation with the rap and meaning when it comes to dancehall, so won't find money Nipa Bakun.
Based on the kind of where the question is coming from, or what qualifies the dancehall king.
No, it's the same question. Who is the best rapper in Ghana?
So
the same question. Who is the best?
Okay, T. Best rapper in Ghana. Now, and then you've given me Sarkodie. You've given me Ochame Kwame.
No,
you've given me.
Giving anything.
No, I'm giving myself, like, because then they are all rappers. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? They're all rappers. And then I'll ask myself, okay, so Sarkodie, maybe over the years, Sarkodie has been super relevant than the rest of them. But based on lyrics and are based on longevity, it be Ochame Kwame. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to dancehall, excuse me to say, right now we have the biggest fan base in Ghana. You get what I mean? So Shatawale's fan can say, defend, we Shatawale be the dancehall king for life. And I didn't also say, if you're talking about the attributes, if Samini says he's the dancehall king, I'll say no, because Samini over the years has said he's the African dancehall king. You get me? Shatawale is the dancehall king. Just like you go in Jamaica, there's never been any crown anywhere, but Beanie Man has been recognized dancehall king. And over the years, people have seen, say, okay, Vybz Kartel came. He brought a different twist to dancehall. So he is the dancehall king. But no, and friend himself dancehall king. He calls himself world boss.
Okay. Well understood. Yeah. It's like I said, any other thing that you want to probably.
I would only say big up anybody who has supported my career over the years. Big up my team, Very Good Bad Boys. Big up Japutahan in Trinidad. Big up yourself for giving me this platform. Follow me on social media, it's Episode Music. And then Charlie, anything Wala Day is for you and me, no for political party. I'll say it again, not for any political. But if you want to use the song, if I come forward, we talk business. You get what I mean?
Okay, well, I've enjoyed the interview.
Thank you very much.